money back, woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all think so, don't be talking sideways. He said
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
On 2nd down, Michel. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Room to run again. And finally taken down at the 34. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Wentz. He's got it to James White. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. This is Michel on the counter. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Ohio!
Parker now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on 1st down. Parker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
Parker going to throw again. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
To throw is Parker. Throwing on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Danny Shelton able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Now Parker operating from the gun. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter, here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Parker. From the gun, he'll throw. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw. Parker. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. as his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. So the false start will back them up 5. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's off the mark, incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a pitch out to Michel. And now running right through it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Black, come on.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 10. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Parker now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Parker operating from the gun. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. This quarterback now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, here's Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Looking to throw. Parker forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal. To throw is Parker. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Great. Black, come on. Go.
Wentz to throw on second down. Goes underneath here to White. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Run.
Now Wentz on third down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Ohio!
Now Parker operating from the gun. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Parker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Parker. From the gun, he'll throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Come on now. Let's go. Back there. 120. Yes,
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Fournette, a 1st down carry, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Parker now to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Patriots have it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Great. 74.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
82.
Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Let's go. What? 90.
Parker on 1st and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the deep...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ohio!
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Great 15! Great 15! Great 15! Great 15!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw is Parker. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Parker operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Again, this is Michelle, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
74.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Now he steps away. And this is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
82. 52, great.
From the gun on third down, Wentz going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to throw. Parker. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Patriots coming out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
82, 82.
Wentz again here on second and 10. Being chased out left. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wentz now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Ohio!
Here's Parker to throw on second down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And when people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on, let's go!
Parker now off the bootleg. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Here we go! Man 38! Man 38!
The pitch to Fournette. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Parker looking to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. turned into a nice play.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Flex round! Flex round! Right there.
Looking to throw. Parker. He hits right. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Parker. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Black, come on. Hey, Lou.
Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by one more. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's run, fella. Let's run. Yeah, baby. Boom. Kill.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Now Parker operating from the gun, pushing through the contact, and that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Check. 44 is the mark.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is White on the screen. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Lefty. Rip. There we go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. On the left side, a catch by White. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On the ground is Michel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The give to the fullback on the dive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try and run with their fullback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And now a carry here for their fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
And they will take a knee here. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about